Mari Salema po. Let's give the best Edmark International Club to our mighty creator. For this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful meeting here this afternoon. Are you ready?
Yes!
I only hear one person that is ready. You are here, almost 50 of you here. I'm sure you can do it better than what I'm doing now. Are you ready?
Yes!
One Edmark International Club to our mighty God. 1, 2, 3, go!
Edmark International! Oh yes!
And one Edmark International Club to all of you. 1, 2, 3, go!
Edmark International! Oh yes!
Thank you. Please sit down. Do you think it's better I speak like this or with the mic?
With mic.
The mic better? Ah, okay. Thank you very much. So I don't have to shout too much. Huh? Okay? Why don't you also sit down? Don't worry, don't worry. I will not deduct your pay. First of all, I really want all of you to really give a standing ovation to the staff of the Edmark KK here, who is headed by the branch in charge, Miss Marie Chris. Can you please stand up and give Marie Chris a big Edmark International clap? 1, 2, 3, go!
Edmark International! Oh yes!
And of course, the marketing head, Miss Rina. Yeah. One Edmark International Club. 1, 2, 3, go!
Edmark International! Oh yes!
Wow, you guys make me very, very, very good. Feel very good. Because I've been squeezed by two beautiful angels. And of course, I also like to ask all of you to give a big Edmark International Club to Mr. Muhammad Arifin, the one and only. One Edmark International Club. 1, 2, 3, go!
Edmark International!
Oh yes! I will not deduct his pay, but I will also not increase your pay. Just because you say I'm handsome. Outstanding. You are just really outstanding. Yeah? In fact, you are really one of the really few Malaysian, yeah, that is really able to assimilate into the Edmark culture. Yeah. Outstanding. And of course, for your info, one of your colleagues who is from Sanakan, Rasum, yeah, is already in South Africa. Yes. So all of you will also have a chance, yeah, to travel and work abroad. Of course, you are already abroad, right? And who else is there? Anyway, can all of you give them the Edmark International Club to the Edmark staff here in Edmark KK? 1, 2, 3, go!
Edmark International! Oh yes!
Because even though that the management may not be here physically, but these are the representation of Edmark International. So I really like to commend them of their really unending faith, their love for the job, and more important, the confidence that they portray and really sending to everyone in here. And of the last few months, there are a lot of challenges. Yeah? But we are still here. Thank God. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Please sit down, please. That's why you see, one of the most important things that anything that we can do, whether be it in a family, whether be it a business, whether be it even in the MLM business, very important. Most important is the attitude and the quality of persistence. never giving up. The difference between a success and a failure is all about not giving up. In fact, the person who succeeds is not really the person who has never failed. In fact, the person who succeeds, the truth is, probably failed more times than the people who have failed. The only difference is they did not give up. They did not quit. Now, I'd like to take this opportunity. Is Alvin here? Alvin? I saw him just now. Huh? Outside, recruiting. I'd like to call Alvin to come here. Alvin. Alvin, you don't mind, yeah. Since you are here, I'd like to share with you. It's okay, you can sit down, Yeah. You don't mind if I take out my coat? Only my coat. Yeah. And of course, sorry, Mr. Muhammad Kiri, huh? Yeah. Kiri. K-I-D-Y. That's your real name. Good. Anyway, and that's the reason why I really like to share with you what really is happening and why we are here. And you don't mind, Alvin, I like to take that example of our short meeting just now. And you don't mind I share what really happened and what transpired in the meeting. Is it okay? It's okay, huh? First of all, I like to thank Alvin for making the initiative to come here to meet up with me and also with Yap and with the management team. Let's give him an Edmark International clap. 1, 2, 3, go!
Edmark International, oh yes!
Now, one thing I like to tell you is, you see, it is not a sin to make mistake. It is not a sin to fail. But it is really a sin when you have made a mistake or fail, you don't even understand why you make a mistake and fail. Is that right? So as success, for that matter, if you don't even understand why you become successful and how you become successful, that is itself also another sin. Why? For example, you may be lucky and this time you strike a lottery. Oh, you are successful, you have a lot of money, right? But what happened? Would you be able to repeat that success again? You may not. I'm not saying that you cannot strike the lottery again. But would you be able to understand why and how you are able to strike the lottery? Would you? Maybe just you say, yeah, by luck. But of course, there's no such thing by chance. But if you really understand the formula, you can actually repeat to strike the lottery again. But if you don't understand why you strike a lottery, that is not success. You understand what I'm saying? So, as far as I'm concerned, to me, so long as you understand why you succeed or why you fail, you are already a success. Because success is a state of mind, and once you have that state of mind, you can keep on repeating success again and again and again. So Alvin came for the meeting, and one of the most important agenda in the meeting is the Zota team issue. I'm sure most of you already know this Zota team issue, right? And I want to really make it very open because Alvin has clarified, and I've clarified the standing of the management. But more important is You see, when we have issues like this, because we are a family, let us share what is transpiring so that we can learn from all issues. Right? Okay? So first of all, he says that, okay, he came from Philippines, and why? And I asked him, before Edmark, what were you doing? He was saying that, okay, he was doing some study shop business and some MLM binary system business, and now, of course, come to Edmark. It's okay if I were to share this with them? Yeah? Yeah. So, of course, I asked him, did you make it good during those business? Of course, he says he didn't do well. If not, you would have already joined Edmark, right? And again, I asked him, why do you think you have failed the last few business? And what did you say? He was actually not sure. He was not sure why he failed the last few business. Yeah? And I sort of hinted to him, well, could it be that those times that you were involved in those business, first of all, because it's very important in business, is the integrity. In fact, you have gone through the GSS, the goal setting seminar. And what is the first habit? Be proactive, right? And how do we, no, first of all, what is the meaning of proactive? Proactive means you will do whatever it takes to do whatever it matters so that the problem would not occur. Because you already sense that if you don't act on it, the problem will come. Correct? So, in order for you to be proactive, first of all, you need to have high self-esteem. Correct? How you see yourself. And can you remember, the first most important thing in order for you to have that self-esteem is to be what? Is to be a person of integrity. Can I have some? Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. So, in other words, say what you mean what you say. Right? Do not simply promise if you cannot deliver. That's why one of the things which in Edmark we don't simply promise. Because once we promise, we must deliver. So it's better to under-promise but over-deliver. Right? So it's very important that we as leaders, as Edmarker, if you really want to succeed in this business, especially in the MLM business, because you're dealing with so many people, right? So it is what you say and you mean it. So if the appointment is to come at 1, make sure you come at 1. Yeah? But the thing is that, and again, I really want to ask your permission again, because what really transpires is that the truth is that he was so scared to come. He was so scared to come. Right, Alvin? He was fearful to come. And that's why he was reluctant to come. And we had to call him to come. So because of that, I also asked him, could it be that during your last few business, is also probably you dare not face your problem? You know, you may have this problem, that problem, you utang this person, and then the person asks you to come, you dare not come, and then you also, that your other people also utang you, yeah? And then, you ask the person to come, the person will never come. So it becomes already a habit. In fact, this habit is caused by your inability, yeah, to develop the skill of integrity. In fact, integrity itself is a skill. like all skill can be learned. And how do we learn a skill? Is by initially an action. Just like when you drive a car, initially it's still so difficult, right now? Yeah? But then because you take action, again and again, so after a few practice, you become better and better. You not initially, wow, somebody drive past you, you get scared. Because you're still new. You still have not acquired the habit yet. Basically, when you acquire a skill, is when you have acquired a new habit. So successful people develop successful habits, which is basically a skill. So especially in business, the number one most important skill is integrity. Yeah? And especially in this business, because we are in a duplication business. Monkey see, monkey do. So if you have integrity, when what will happen to your business partner when you have integrity? Huh? They will also have integrity. Correct? If you have your business partner always complaining, always don't have integrity, who must you look into? Look into them or look into yourself? Go to the mirror first and see who is there. Yeah? Yeah. That's why one of the greatest principles is in developing yourself. This business, the most important thing to do is to develop yourself. The rest will come by itself. Yeah? Now I do understand why people want to form a group. Yeah? I do understand. Now, you have learned from the goal setting seminar. And the objective of the goal setting seminar is to develop effective leaders who are, independent, effective leaders. Correct? That is the whole objective. You have to be independent first. The reason why people like to go in a group, like you have a peer group, yeah. You know why? Because they themselves are not independent. So they like to form a group, yeah. And that is not teamwork. That is what we call codependency. You know what is codependency? Codependency means I depend on you, you depend on me. Huh? Because you are not independent. And that will create codependency. And you know what will happen? I look at you, you look at me, nobody work, nobody do anything. Huh? And the worst thing is, when there's a problem, everybody point finger. You lah! You didn't do it! I told you to go and see the guy, you never do it, that's why. You see? And then, when things goes well, what will you do? I'm the one who do it. Everybody wants credit. This is a result of codependency. But if you want to have teamwork, if you want the team to work, each individual has to work. You first need to be independent first, before you can talk about interdependent. Interdependent is positive. It's different from codependency. You understand? Yes. So, for whoever wants to form a group, first of all, we don't even discourage you. Okay? But I want you to learn from it. But if you want to form a group, do it legally. Form a company so that we can recognize you as one. Right? Somebody resolution first. Okay, then I'll give you the check. If not, this, we are running a legal business. Because if we recognize a group that is not legal, we are encouraging illegal business. Okay? So you really have to understand that. But you also need to understand, that's why you see, all problems started, every problem for the matter, is because of lack of understanding. All our problems is caused because we do not understand. Once you understand it, there's no more problem. Even once you understand why you fail, you don't see it as a problem anymore. In fact, you will see it as a blessing in disguise. The problem now will become a stepping stone to you because you have understood the problem. In fact, that is the whole purpose of problems. The purpose of we facing challenges or problems is because we have not understood it. And when I say understand, it doesn't mean that you sit down and read the book or just listen. It's understanding. That is not true understanding. That is only just hearing only. You have not actually understood it. And what do I mean by really understanding? Yes, that is true experience. But through the right experience. Like for example, you know how to ride a bicycle? Yeah. Are you still riding a bicycle? How long have you not ride a bicycle? Okay. But if I were to give you a bicycle today, would you be able to ride it? You do right? And then you complain, we are not working. But have we asked ourselves, what sort of example are we showing? Because the business is not about here, sitting down here, listening, and then after that, finish. The business only comes about when you are out there, either selling, recruiting, or prospecting, or mentoring and coaching your business people. Because we are in an SEPD business. You have to consume, and you have to introduce and encourage people to consume. And that is the fundamental thing about this business. It's no point you go and shout and but do it yourself so that you set as an example, as a leader. And ultimately, you will find that all of your people will follow you, go down there to prospect. Right? How many of you really do prospecting every day? Put up your hands. Very good. But only 1 or 2%. Yeah? And when I say every day means every day, because you do it because you want to develop a habit. It's just like exercise. Once you accumulate or acquire the habit of exercise, even one day you don't exercise, you go to work, right? So you need to develop that habit. Simply because you want to develop yourself, becoming a better leader, and more important, to set the example for your business partner to follow you. Consuming. Second, prospecting. Prospecting. How do you prospect? That's why you say plan. You have to have your prospect list. That's the reason why we're coming up with a planner. And in the planner, we will have the opportunity and the place for you to list down your prospects.
And you may think, don't worry, I can remember. If you don't write anything down, like what Ellen had said, if you don't write anything down, it is useless. Okay? So, list down your prospect. Of course, the phone number or the email. And also, write down why do you want to see him or her. Is it because, you want to show him the new product? Or is it because he's interested in business? Or you just want to make contact with him? Because the best thing is when you first meet with anybody, don't talk to him about business first. Don't talk to him about business first. Create the relationship. No one will listen to you if they don't know that you care. Okay? So, I'm not saying to pretend to be concerned, but really develop the personality that you really are interested in. Really interested in that. As a friend, as a colleague. And when you are able to develop that habit, you will find that you will never be tiring or lacking of people to talk to. In fact, in one of our training, remember, we have the 3 feet rule. You develop your personality so magnetic that within 3 feet, you can make any friends. And that is a skill. Well, it's okay. They may not even buy from you. They may not even join you. That doesn't matter. But more important, you now have acquired a new friend. Right? And that person may not be interested in it, but he may recognize, he may recommend another person to you. Right? Or at least even open up another doorway to you. And I can tell you one thing, is that's why this business is fantastic. Because it really gives you the opportunity to really network, to really have the opportunity to know any person that you want. In fact, a lot of our business partners as Edmark, they actually find their spouse, their partner in this business. Many. And together they become Edmark. Yeah? Like we have a lot of couples here, Edmark, and we do it together. Beautiful. And prospecting, inviting. And after that, coaching, mentoring, and then duplication. And this has to be done through your experience. It's no point to sit down and then listen and don't do anything. Once you have really developed this skill, these 5 steps, consumption, prospecting, invitation, mentoring, duplication, you can succeed anywhere in this business. Anywhere. Lastly, I'd like to close today's topic with our theme for the coming next year. In fact, it's already starting now. Because it's so important that, in Edmark, we have fun, we have laughter, we have a lot of energy. But now, we want to move faster. We like to move more focused. And that's why the D in Edmark, the D in Edmark, is dynamic, right? Yes. But in order to be dynamic, we have to be disciplined. We have to be disciplined. Discipline. What is the meaning of discipline? In fact, the big D in Edmark, which is red color, which is dynamic. Now we have 3 Ds. D to the power of 2. 3D. What is this 3 all about? It's not the 3 decision. Decide. Decision. What do I mean by decision? What is the meaning of decision? You all have already decided long ago to come from wherever you are and come here. That is already a decision, right? But a decision must always be followed by action. No action, that means no decision. The reason why you are here is because you have decided and you have taken action on you, right? And it is only when you really decide. What we mean by really decide means you do not allow yourself to turn back anymore. No turning back. Look forward, march forward. No turning back. You have to put yourself in a situation whereby you burn away all the bridges, burn away all the ships. No way turning back. You know, when I decided, in fact, I decided that I really want to become successful and even to become a speaker and a trainer at the age of 17. At 17 years old, I was pushed into a seminar that is 3 days and totally changed my whole life. I wanted to go to, those days, to go to Australia to take up accountancy. And I come from a poor family. My auntie is the one who wanted to support me. So everybody was, wow. But after the seminar came out, I said, I do not want to study anymore. And I want to do business. Everybody says I'm mad. What? Selling shampoo. Yeah, that time, our first product was selling shampoo. Help me. My auntie, that was rich, was supposed to support me, did not speak to me for 3 years. Yes. My mother got so sick because he thought that I was mad already. My mother was sick, lying on bed for 9 months. And at that time, I was only 17 years old. I was, even to me, I don't have any experience. Young chico, doesn't know anything, but want to become an instructor of a motivational seminar. Everybody says I was crazy. And I was also thinking at one time I may be going crazy. I studied by myself, I trained by myself, because it was actually the first MLM company in Malaysia that I called Kota. So I actually trained myself to talk to the wall. And I have written a script to memorize it like a parrot. And I have to even bribe people to come and listen to me speak. Really, practically bribe. I have to pay them but their bus fare. Telling them yeah. But to me, it's not about money, it's not about, I just really have that burning desire, that wow, that day and night I cannot sleep. So I was so excited. Because why? I have decided, and now I have no way turning back. Why? Because I told my auntie I'm not going to study anymore. And my auntie already told me he's not going to talk to me. My mom at that time was so sick. And I said, whatever it is, I will have to do it my way. And at times, there was not even enough money to take my breakfast. For 3 years, and I was riding a motorcycle at that time. They call it Honda Cup. And the tire is Kota until the wire can be seen. No money. But because we were so excited, we take the bottle of shampoo. Every morning, go door to door knocking. And then, whenever we are able to sell the shampoo, The time profit only 50, 60 cents. Wow, so happy. And take our breakfast. Of course, that time was cheap, and that was so happy. But day and night, to me, there was no shadow of doubt that I would not succeed. Because my desire really burns. Because once you have really seriously decided, you will have that desire. And when I say desire, what sort of desire I'm talking about? I'm sure you have experienced before. A desire that, wow, is so burning, that you will know that you will succeed. Right? You will just talk about it. You cannot even sleep. Because you have practically burned away all the bridges already. No way turning back. And then you move on. There is this Roman emperor called Julius Caesar. You know Julius Caesar, right? Why Julius Caesar is so powerful, and he is regarded to be the greatest Roman emperor in the whole history of mankind. You know how he win his war? Because that time he started off with nothing, but he was even able to beat the British. That time the British Empire was very big, see? And there was one time he wanted to go to battle with the British, and he knows that the British army is much more bigger and much more powerful than his. It's like one Roman soldier, there are 100 British soldiers. And this is a very nice story. So the moment when the Roman soldier landed on the British shore, you know what Julius Caesar did? He told his people to burn away their ships. Burn away the ship. And then he turned to his people, he turned to his soldier. He says, look here, my dear Roman soldiers. Behind you, all the ships are burning. Now, we are here to fight. And you have two choices. You fight all the way out, and then you may die, or you fight all the way out to succeed. Because why? Now there's no turning. In the end, who do you think won the war? Who do you think won the war? Julius Caesar. And that is his strategy. But it's not only just strategy, that is the type of conviction he has. So, as far as I was concerned at that time, there was already no turning. And then only you know how great you are, how powerful you are. And that's the reason why I tell you today that we have come this far, there is no turning. There is no turning. And people will say, oh, you go to Africa, this and that, you are not scared. Why pretend to be scared? Because why? I am just doing God's work. Because I know this is God's business. It's not even my business. We are just an instrument. We are just an organ that is used to do. That's why we will always be blessed. God's will open. Obstacles, people will come. Now last, especially this year, there are a lot of challenges. Even opening up South Africa for them. It was a real challenge because South Africa is a place It's also a very misunderstood place. You know? People thought, wow, you know, some in the, but when we went over there 2 years ago, we even wanted to, of course we have to register our product, right? But we thought that it was easy. And when we went over there, we were led to one department, to another department, to another department, until they don't know what department to send us to. Then finally, we thought that we have gone to the right department, so we submit all the application. And they told us, 3 months time, we'll let you know. So we came back, waiting for 3 months, called them back. The person who was handling our file is already resigned. They cannot find our file anymore. So we have to go back again, go all over again, until same thing, we found in the application. And we thought this is going to be, you know, the final one. And they told us 3 months. Went back again, after 3 months, same problem again. The person resigned, and they don't know where is our file.
My God.
We went there so many times because we know that South Africa is, I mean, if we talk about Africa, South Africa is the first thing that people have in their mind, right? So we want to be ding, dang, ding, dang, ding, dang, ding, dang. I tell you something, that's what persistence. God always wants to test us whether we can pass the test. So what happened was, after 1 year, there was this guy, his name is Chris, and he is quite a rich guy. He built walls. You know? The deposit. Of course, when you accept a person's deposit, that means it's confirmed, right? Yes. So the only thing that I have to go there and sign only, right? So we get the key and then we start renovation. So when I went over there, I signed, and I thought everything is okay. I came back. 1 week after another week, they did not pass the key to us. Why? Because they come and tell us that somebody already paid a down payment 6 months ago. Yeah, they already paid 6 months ago. And of course, you know it's ridiculous, right? How can you collect deposit from us and now you're telling us that there was another party that paid 6 months ago? It's bullshit. But we were very patient. Very patient. So again, we have another meeting, a round of meeting with them, ding, dang, ding, dang. And the manager of the company told us that he or she doesn't even know about our transaction. Only knew about it that time. So now he tells us, let the owner decide who to give the what do you call it? The place to. So we waited for another week, another 2 weeks, and then I decided to call up the priest. No, I decided to call up to Philip and I asked him, what happened? Because the agent that was working for the company was a black guy. And then only I found out that the manager of the company was a white guy, or was a white lady. And the second party that they say they paid the rental 6 months ago is also a white party, white person. And I straight away knew that place would not be for us anymore. Because they also have their own political problem. Of course, true enough, they gave the place to the white person. Even though we have paid our deposit. But we were very patient. And we prayed. That's why the power of prayer is fantastic. And I pray and say, God, just do what you need to do, but lead us. But we know that you will lead us to a better place. Sure enough, there was another place behind, just only behind the place. Initially, Philip was saying, no, the place is not good. But then later, when we find it again, that place, because now the real estate agent already felt obligated to us. So we are able to press the rental very, very cheap, half the price. The place was much bigger. And then we took over the place. Much bigger, much cheaper, much better. And we renovated the place. Today, even the owner, the agent, cannot even believe that that place is so nice today. Because those days, nobody wants the place. And this place now becomes really a blessing in disguise. It's really the top of the town. It's really the top of the town. Yeah. But what I'm trying to tell you is that really, especially during this time, you really have to be patient. Cool. It's really a test. And really, this becomes a blessing in disguise. And you know why? Because we have already decided whatever it takes, we will be there. And because of it, our desire, the desire burns. And because of the desire, we automatically becomes disciplined. We automatically, all of us, becomes discipline. Discipline is simply following. Discipline comes from the word disciple, correct? What is the meaning of disciple? You follow. In other words, what does that mean? If you want to become a good leader, be a good follower. But make sure you follow the leader. Don't follow somebody that is blind also. Right? But when you do that, you automatically discipline. And discipline, internal discipline. You don't even have to let people remind you, but you will know what to do. And that's why God, my boss, is my greatest teacher. That is my greatest teacher. I'm saying this not because I'm not even a religious person, honestly. If you were to ask me what religion, I do not know. I tell you, I don't know. But I know there is a God. And this is God's business. So how can we fail? And how can we let down our big boss? And that's why I want to share with you today, we are on the right track, following God's orders to create a platform so that everyone can be part of it, so that you can help yourself to succeed in your health, wealth, and a total well-being. For yourself, your family, for everyone. Thank you very much. May God bless us. I love you all. And yeah, before I go back, before I stop, I have this sample. I hope it's enough, but this is just only a sample from the factory. Which we have been telling you all the while. This is the cappuccino. Wow! Maybe you can share. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Cappuccino. Okay. And yeah, I have also here Cafe 73. This is sugar free. With Gano, with Gano. Thank you, thank you. This is, you have both together? Okay. Okay.
Sugar is free.
Yeah, I'll give you the one sugar free.
Free sugar. Excuse me, not very happy.
I'm taking video.
Can you share? Everybody have?
Yeah.
I give you a special one. I want you to test the one you forgot.
Before that, I also want to highlight something to you. Like what Young has shared to you just now about the LDPC. I really want to really also mention. You see, the LDPC this year is really, really outstanding because the LDPC starts even before the LDPC. And the LDPC ends not the day the LDPC ends. It is ending, non-stop ending. And yes, and even after the LDPC finished, there was a big flood in Manila, right? Yes. And I really, really like to acknowledge, I know people like Alan Dong, Vaila, right? Viola, Veronica, Caroline, and Veronica, yeah? Who was stuck there? Yes. Oh, you also stuck, huh? Yeah. Yes. I don't know how you see it, but I can tell you one thing is, this could be the greatest experience that you have ever experienced. When you truly surrender and accept what is. I know, it's very frustrating. You know, you come here and especially Ellen and your wife is waiting and your family is waiting and you're just stuck there and you cannot do anything.
Yeah. Just in the house.
And
McDo.
yeah. But you know what? For those of you who have that experience, thank God. Because this is the best experience that you ever get. And also, you learn about really comprende. You learn about survival, right? And more important, you learn about acceptance. Once you are able to do that, I can tell you one thing is, you become stronger, you become wiser, and you become a much more loving person. And then when you are able to even forget about it, then the thing will come. So life is very funny. Okay? So with this, thank you very much. May God bless us. One Edmark International Club to Almighty God. 1, 2, 3, go!